In this video, we are going to create this navbar using React Router. Here we have links that navigates us between different pages inside the website. And as we navigate between pages, the website doesn't refresh, so it's all happening seamlessly. We're going to create this from absolute scratch, and I will be explaining every single line of code. So by the end of this video, you will know how to create a website with routing using React Router. So let's get into it. So here I have my empty React project with Tailwind inside. I have created this project using Vite. You can find a link in the description to this part of the Tailwind's official documentation and follow these steps to create the project. Next, we are going to add the React router to the project and React icons. We're not going to be using a lot of icons, just one icon. So let's go back into the React router's website and click on documentation, click on installation. So this is the command that we are going to use, npm install React router. Let's copy this. Inside the terminal, let's run this command. Now we can close this off and let's copy and paste this to the terminal as well. And this one is done as well. Let's open the project on the browser using npm run dev. Here we have the empty project. Now that we have everything we need, we can start to create a navbar. The first thing that we are going to do is to navigate to the main.jsx file. So inside main.jsx, we need to wrap our application inside something we call browser router. Let's import that. You can think of browser router as a wrapper that basically listens for route changes inside the application. Let's bring the app inside browser router. So with this, we are basically enabled routing inside our application. As you may remember from the start of the video, the navigation between pages happens seamlessly, and browser router basically enables that client-side routing without refreshing the page. But there is a little problem. You cannot import browser router from React router. We need to import it from a package that is basically built on top of React router, which is React router DOM, which we need to install it using our terminal again. So let's stop the server from running and type down npm I React router DOM, and we can run the server again. The reason why we needed to import this from React router DOM is this package is basically specifically designed for browser environments. So there is nothing else we need to do inside main.jsx, so we can close this off. And now inside app.jsx, we can start to create the simple layout. Let's start by making this div a background. Let's set its minimum height to minimum edge screen. This is going to make this div cover the entire page. Let's make this a flex container and change the flex direction to column. Set the background color to gray. Inside, we're going to have a navbar at the top. And right under the navbar, we're going to have our routes displayed. So if you navigate to the home page, we are going to display the home page content. If you navigate to another page, you're going to display that. So inside the source folder, let's create a components folder and create a navbar. I will use the array_fce shortcut from React snippets to create the component. Let's turn this into a nav. Set the background color to slate 800. Give it a little shadow and make it a flex container. Inside, we're going to have a logo on the left and the navigation links on the right. Let's center the items horizontally and put some space between them. Justify around. Padding Y3 and PX32. Padding on the top and bottom 12 pixels. And 8 rem of padding on the left and right. It is going to be fixed at the top. And let's set the width to 100%. So inside the navbar, the first link that we are going to have is going to be the React logo, which when you click on it, it is going to navigate us to the home page to be able to use a link. Let's import that from React router DOM again. Let's use the link inside. Inside the link, we're going to have a span. And we're going to use a logo from React Icons, which is going to be a React logo. Let's make it a lot bigger. And right under this, let's say React Router. Change the font weight. Make it larger. A flex container to center the items. Gap 3. And let's make the text blue. Let's style this text as well. So now we have our first link. We need to add the path that this is going to lead us, which is going to be the home screen. So we're going to use the to property. And we are just going to use a dash, which will be the root page. Right under this link, we're going to have a div. Let's make this a flex container and center the items. Put some gap between them and make the text black. Inside, we're going to have a couple of more links, just the same way. We can copy and paste this and delete the logo. This one is also going to lead us to the home page as well. So let's just say home and style this link as well. Padding Y1, PX3 and text large. Font light, and let's make this text white. When you hover over the text, we are going to make it text sky 300. And on hover, we're going to make the background slate 700. And transition for the hover effect. Let's create the rest of it. The second one is going to be about. And when you click on this, we are going to display the about component, which we haven't created yet. We are going to create separate pages for every single one of these links. And when you click on them, we are going to display these components. This one is going to be dash about. This one is going to be contact. And the final one is going to be products. Let's go back into app.jsx and import this navbar at the top. So for now, this is how it looks. If I click on these links, you will see the URL will change. If I click on about, it is going to say localhost -about. And of course, nothing is going to change visually inside the website because we haven't created the necessary components for every single one of these routes. So now let's create the page components that we are going to display when we change routes. Inside the source folder, create a folder named routes. Inside, we're going to have 4 components: about.jsx, contact.jsx, home.jsx, and products.jsx. Let's create functional components for every single one of these pages. Inside the home.jsx, let's quickly create some content. Let's make this div cover the page. Set the background to background slate 50 with 100%. Make it a flex container and center the items. Create another flex container with direction column. Align the items on the left. Set the max width to 3x large and put some gap between the elements, which are going to be a H1 that says homepage. Let's make it a lot larger. Font bold, text black, and center the text. Margin top 20. And right under this, we're going to have this paragraph with a lorem text. We can just copy and paste this for the others. Let's change this to contact. Change this one to about. and this one to products. Now that we have the components that we are going to display on navigation, we can start to define our routes. We are going to be defining a couple of routes at the same time, and there is a container element called routes for that. You need to import it at the top like this. So this routes element doesn't really serve much purpose. This is just to group route elements together if you are going to use more than one. Also, we need to import route as well. Inside the routes, let's define our first route, which can be a self-closing tag. So this first route is going to display the home page. When you hit this path dash, let's open the navbar as well to make it easier for us to understand what we are doing. So when you click on this link, we are going to display the home component, and to be able to do it, we need to pass it as an element. Let's import home from routes using curly braces. Let's pass home. And as you can see, because we set the home page to be the default page, it is already getting displayed. If I change routes, we are not going to be able to see it because only the home page has that content. So if I click on this logo, we're going to have the home page again. If I navigate to contact, as you can see, dash contact doesn't have that content. If I delete this and go back to the default page, we display the home page again. And all we need to do is to create the other routes to be able to display these other components as well. Let's display about this time. So dash about, when you hit this link, we are going to display the about component. Let's import that. And the contact and products as well. Let's change the route to products and import the products. And finally, contact. Let's see if everything is working fine. Again, we are at the default page, which is the home page. And here we have the about page. If we navigate to contact, we display the contact component. And again, as you can see, there is no page refresh. It is happening seamlessly. So before we finish the video, let's do a quick recap of everything we did. First, inside the main.jsx, we wrapped our application between browser router, which basically enables routing inside the application. Going back into app.jsx, we have created a navbar, and inside the navbar, we have links that navigates us to different paths, such as the default page, the about page, contacts and products, and we have defined a route for every single one of these paths inside app.jsx. Here we have the routes wrapped in a container called routes. So when you click on any of these links and you hit this URL, we basically display the corresponding components on that route. Inside a routes folder, we have all the components that we display. And that is it. So this is how we can create this navbar with React Router. I hope you guys find it helpful and enjoyed it. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video.